Good evening, and thank you for joining us on Wyln News. Here's a recap of our top stories from the week.
We here at Wyln apologize to those hoping for an honorable mention of the national holiday on Monday, January 19th, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Martin Luther King Jr. was known for developing a reputation for his incredible public speaking skills and standing up to the topic of segregation, as his actions have inspired activists to fight injustice anywhere. The quote king, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We know through painful experience that freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed." By leading the American Civil Rights Movement, King inspired landmark legislation such as the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. These acts helped end legal segregation and protect voting rights. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream, and currently it is up to us to make that dream fully visible. Today's weather is slightly warmer than the past few days. However, it won't stay long. In the next coming days, not only cold temperatures will make its return, but also a chance of snow showers where it can affect transportation for the weekend. This morning, snow showers passed through in parts of the northeast area, which may create some icy spots for the commute. On Friday, the Arctic air will return with clouds and some sun, where on Saturday, it will be the calm before the winter storm. By Saturday night and Sunday morning, a winter storm will start into our area and will continue through early Monday. Be sure to bundle up when going outside and be cautious on road conditions when traveling. A Luzerne County woman has been arrested for abusing her 12-week-old daughter. The arrest comes after Pennsylvania State Police were calling to Geisinger, Wyoming Valley on August 4, 2025 for reports of an infant with injuries consistent of child abuse. The victim was eventually flown to Geisinger, Danville. The injuries came to be a brain bleed, a hematoma on her spinal canal, and fractured ribs. 20-year-old Julissa Hughes of Exeter brought her baby to the hospital for stomach issues and then told police that it was because she was staring into space and having odd hand movements. Police said that if the baby did not have a seizure in the emergency room, that she would not have been treating for her injuries. Hughes said that the injuries came from the baby falling off her chest while sleeping. She also told police that it was the second time she fell in her sleep. The first time she allegedly fell between the wall and the bed. Hughes has been charged with aggravated assault of a minor and was issued a $50,000 bail. She has a preliminary hearing scheduled for January 27th. Police in Hanover Township have successfully captured a suspect wanted on attempted homicide charges. According to court records, 90-year-old Yeropar Cham was apprehended following a vehicle chase, then pursued on foot near Myers Court on Sunday, January 18th. Around 4:00 a.m. on Sunday, there was an alleged domestic disturbance involving Cham's mother and her boyfriend, Jackie Byram. Cham's arrest warrant came about when he allegedly fired a shot at Byram. Then he fled in a Hyundai Sonata, thus spotted by the Hanover Township Police in the area of Wyoming and Beaumont Streets. After Cham eyed the authorities starting the felony's traffic stop, he began speeding away on Madison Street, later striking two vehicles on East North Street. Cham eventually stopped his vehicle and continued the pursuit on foot while also carrying a firearm, but later surrendered behind the Myers Court residence. Allegedly, the police found marijuana inside Cham's vehicle, adding more to his charges. The Wilkes-Barre City Police have charged Yeropad Cham with receiving stolen property, firearms carried without a license, fleeing police, evading arrest, reckless endangerment, property damage, possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, failure to stop and render aid, and passing a stop sign. Cham was also charged by Hanover Township Police with attempted criminal homicide, terroristic threats, firearm discharge into an occupied structure, and 2 counts of aggravated assault and reckless endangerment. Cham was then jailed without bail.
The coroner's office has issued a public warning regarding the substance of kratom. Carbon County Coroner Mark Smith announced a public warning following a kratom-related death in Carbon County. An individual died from a deadly overdose with the cause being mitragynine toxicity, the primary compound for kratom. According to the DEA, kratom produces addictive stimulating effects in low doses and sedative effects in high doses, in which is used through injection through tablets or capsules. Although it is not FDA approved, the DEA has categorized kratom as a drug and chemical of concern. Any misuse of the substance can lead to medical issues including death. Smith and the coroner's office are urging the public to be informed on the substance and remain vigilant if someone they know might be using kratom. Coming up on Wyln News, we check in with PA State Representative Dane Watrow on Watrow's Weekly Update. Plus, Wyln historian Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Lansford Part 4. And stay right here on Wyln. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network, part of Jefferson Health. With LVHN Same Day, Next Day Cancer Care, you can get a video visit with a clinician within 48 hours following a cancer diagnosis. Learn more at lvhn.org/cancercare.
Hi, my name is Melania. It's gonna be really cool tomorrow, so bundle up.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Watch Solo Spaceman on WYLN Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 7, and Sundays at 4:30. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Hi, welcome to Watrow's Weekly Update. It's been a while, but here I am again, the host today, Preston Endress, and here with me is my good friend Dane Watrow. Long time no see, Dane.
Preston, yeah, it's been a couple weeks, but the holidays are over, Christmas, the New Year.
Yeah, it's been a bit much, but it's nice to get back to reality.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so hey, is there anything coming up that you would like to bring up now that we had enough time to unwind?
Yeah, definitely. One of the biggest things I have coming up is my telephone town hall on the 20th of January here, starting at 7 o'clock. Phone calls will dial out to the phones, and people could simply jump on the call, sit there, listen at the leisure of being at home in this cold weather, or they could simply call in. They could call my office for that call-in number the day prior, or we're going to send out messages on via text messaging and robocalling prior to the telephone town hall. Now, in addition to that, social media, Facebook, Instagram. We're going to have all the contact information there for people to call in on January the 20th at 7 o'clock. So everybody will have an opportunity. Preston, one thing that I like doing telephone town halls is that you get to sit in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to come out in the cold, try to find parking or anything like that. I typically have roughly about 1,100 people on the phone call on my town halls, which is wonderful. And the greatest accomplishment I'm very proud of is that every person that asks the question will be answered. If we don't get to them that day, I'll get to them within that week. By the end of the week, I like to have all phone calls returned and answered. So our screeners will pick up the phone and say, hey, the representative will be right with you. Just stay in line, and I'll go one by one down the line as callers come in. So I like to have a guest on every town hall. That way it's just not me talking. We get to bring new information. I have state troopers on. I have, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this coming town hall. I'm going to have the veterans representative there. So he's going to answer all and any veterans questions. So it's always important. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately because he's since then passed away, is Mr. Roman from PennDOT. I had him on recently before his passing, and it was just great information to get out to the people. So I'm very proud of that, and I try to do it once a month, if not once every other month, to discuss and be with our constituents.
It's very considerate, especially for those veterans who are still out there, and they need questions answered too, so that's a very clever solution.
Right, yeah, so I'm excited about that. January 20th, 7 to 8 will be our town hall meeting.
Great. Now, I feel like that there's one thing that we cannot get really enough of, or we cannot stop talking about, because our country, our states, they keep needing to discuss in order for it not to go kaput. So, any budget topics you want to bring up?
Yeah, that's great. We're going to sit here and talk about this one. The governor every year has his annual budget address, and that's coming very soon. He's going to lay out what his vision is for Pennsylvania, and then it comes to the state legislature, and we get to work on it more, take away, add. I'm just big on a few simple things. We cannot afford to raise people's taxes right now. It's not good. So whatever revenue we have generated coming in should be the same that we have going out. I don't think we should spend more than we have going in and spend our reserves or anything like that. So I'm very excited to hear what the governor has to talk about, what his vision is for Pennsylvania's budget this year. One good thing people might say watching this television might be saying, well, in order to advance, you have to generate more income. And that's a good thing. Pennsylvania is getting more income by businesses, by industry. So we are generating more income. So that's a good thing why we don't have to raise taxes here in Pennsylvania. And as long as we don't have to raise taxes in Pennsylvania, I'll be a yes on that budget.
That's a big yes for everyone, because yes, we've been needing a big solution on that for a long time now, and yes, no raise on taxes. Yes.
But one of the things that we must do is June 30th is our budget deadline, and hopefully that's going to be done this year, because a lot of nonprofits suffer when that budget is not done and completed on time. So stay tuned. I look forward to coming back here and giving you updates as this progresses.
And when do you think that would be estimated on a time of you have the exact answer?
June 30th.
June 30th. Okay, we have quite a while, I guess.
Yes, we do.
All right. So I suppose that's all you could talk about today?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that said, I'd say we got some good stuff down on this week's, I almost said Trooper Talk Tuesday. It's not Trooper Talk, nor is it Tuesday. So on this week's SWATRO's Weekly Update. So we'll see you next time.
Hi everybody, I respect your time. Thank you for tuning in. This is Dr. John Degenhardt. I can't believe I've been at chiropractic now for 45 years. We started doing these TV shows about 35 years ago. I just feel even to this day, people are afraid of chiropractors. So I'm always here to shed some light on what chiropractic is. On today's show, nobody's with me. We're going to talk about car accidents. This past week, we had 2 or 3 mornings where it was very icy, wasn't even salted the one day. Many car accidents. It took me an hour to get to work, even though it usually takes 10 minutes. So if ever you've been involved in a car accident, we're going to talk about what you normally do, some suggestions of maybe what you should be doing, and even legally about car insurance. So take a little break, sit down, and let's talk about car accidents and chiropractic care for the next 30 minutes.
It's cold out there. Call S.J. Kowalski for the best products and solutions to help lower your energy costs and keep your family safe and comfortable this winter. Our professional team has unparalleled experience with all the latest innovative types of heating systems. We're a Lennox Premier dealer, installing high-quality equipment, providing the ultimate experience in comfort and climate control while being energy efficient. S.J. Kowalski, heating and cooling the way the earth intended.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Are you sitting at home living in pain? Maybe it's in your hands, maybe your back or your hips. The good news is you don't need to live in pain. Why? Because there is Omega XL, a one-of-a-kind, natural, powerful joint relief supplement created from the green-lip mussels of New Zealand. Drug-free, non-habit forming, it's small, easy to swallow, and it's backed by more than 40 years of clinical research. As I was getting older, my joints started to feel that wear and tear. But then I tried Omega XL and it changed my life. If you're experiencing daily aches and pains due to aging and overuse, try Omega XL and see the difference it can make in your life.
Buy one, get 2 free. 2 bottles of Omega XL plus Vitamin XL D3, a value of more than $85. Call today and you pay only $39.95. Plus, you have nothing to lose because it's backed by our 60-day money-back guarantee. Call now.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online. Attention WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
Hi, my name is Melania. It's gonna be really cool tomorrow, so bundle up.
Lehigh Coal Navigation's influence was waning by the early 1940s, with the nation switching to oil and other sources of fuel. But the company still had a role to play in Lansford's story. Concerned by a large rash of drownings in the area in 1943, notably that of 8-year-old Cornelius Bonner Jr. and his sister in Summit Hill's Stony Lonesome section, Company president Evan Evans proposed building a large recreational center in the west side of Lansford. He had the company put down $25,000 for construction and promised to further match any donations made by community members. The donations came rapidly, and the recreational center, featuring a large community pool, opened on the 4th of July, 1944. For the following 70 years, Panther Valley residents enjoyed many safe summer days and evenings in the waves of the pool. As television took off across America in the early 1950s, Lansford would become the epicenter of the medium's development. Bob Tarleton at the time owned a TV sale and repair shop at the corner of East Paris and Chestnut Streets. The mountains surrounding Lansford allowed for only a weak signal from the Philadelphia area to reach viewers in the valley. Tarleton attempted to remedy this for his customers by running a coaxial cable to a tower atop the mountain in Summit Hill. He and other TV dealers in town then banded together to form the Lansford Cable Company, which would become the very first commercial cable television company in the country and charge viewers a monthly service fee to get high-grade picture quality. Wanting to upgrade further in the technology, Tarleton reached out to Gerald Electronics of Philadelphia, which at the time was headed by future Pennsylvania Governor Milton Shapp. The company modified one of their amplifiers to allow for even better picture quality. Tarleton would subsequently go on to work for Gerald and helped it reconfigure itself into producing equipment for the cable TV market. He would train many others who entered the nascent cable business and would be co-founder of the National Cable Television Association and the Pennsylvania Cable Television Association. Throughout all the changes in the Panther Valley and the wider coal region throughout the 20th century, a strong local love for football remained constant, and several of the Panther Valley sons would make a name for themselves coaching on the gridiron nationally. One of them was Mike Holovac, born in Lansford in 1919. After a standout career at Lansford High School, where he at one point helped to defeat an opposing team coached by Vince Lombardi, he played collegiately at Boston College under the legendary Frank Leahy. Averaging 5 yards a carry in college, Holovac led the Eagles to both the Sugar and Orange Bowls during his time in Chestnut Hill. After wartime service captaining a PT boat in the Pacific, he would play 3 years professionally with the Los Angeles Rams and Chicago Bears. After retiring in 1949, he returned to Boston College as a coach. He would be the Eagles coach from 1951 to 1959, then would move on to the NFL as the then Boston Patriots running backs coach. When Patriots coach Lou Saban was fired on October 10, 1961, Holovac was named his replacement. He led the team to a winning record the rest of the season and was rewarded with the permanent head coaching job. Holovac led the Patriots through 1968 and would reach the AFL Championship game in 1963. His later years with the Patriots would prove less successful than his earlier ones, and he was fired in January 1969. Holovac's 53 wins with the Patriots would be the most of any coach in franchise history until they would be surpassed by Bill Belichick in 2005. After leaving Boston, Holovac bounced around as an assistant coach with the San Francisco 49ers, Oakland Raiders, and New York Jets, and would serve one game as interim Jets coach at the end of the 1976 season when Lou Holtz left for Arkansas. He then moved into a front office position with the then Houston Oilers as the team's executive vice president from 1981 to 1988 and its general manager from 1989 to 1993. Under Holovac's hand, the Oilers drafted Warren Moon as quarterback and would become a strong perennial contender. Holovac continued with the team as a scout until his retirement in 1999. On the college level, Panther Valley area football would be carried forward by George Welsh, who had been born just west of Lansford in Coaldale in 1933. He would join the U.S. Naval Academy after graduating high school and was a solid quarterback for the midshipmen, being named first-team All-American in 1955. Welsh then got into coaching after his playing days had ended. He would be hired as an assistant coach at Penn State by Rip Engel in 1963 and would be retained by Joe Paterno when the latter was named coach in 1966. Welsh remained at State College until 1972 when Navy called him back to coach its team, which had stumbled in the years since the graduation of Roger Staubach. Welsh turned the Academy's team around, leading the midshipmen to 3 straight bowl games, and 9 seasons as coach, he would beat rival Army 7 times. At the end of his last year in charge, he had become Navy's all-time winningest coach, although this record has since been surpassed. By then, Welsh's success had caught the eye of the University of Virginia, which at the time was a football doormat. When Welsh was hired in Charlottesville in 1981, the Cavaliers had never made a bowl game and had only won 33 Atlantic Coast Conference games in roughly 30 years. As he had at Navy, Welsh quickly turned Virginia around. By his 3rd year, he led the school to their first bowl appearance in the 1984 Peach Bowl. It would be the first of 12 bowls he would lead Virginia to. Welsh also coached the Cavaliers to ACC titles in 1989 and 1995 and won 7 or more games for 13 straight seasons. Arguably his best year would be in 1990, in which Virginia won its first 7 games, beat rival Clemson for the first time in nearly 30 tries, and was ranked #1 in the nation for 2 weeks. When Welsh retired at the end of the 2000 season, his 134 wins in Virginia were the most in ACC history, although that record has also since been surpassed. Back in Lansford itself, as a new century dawned, two brothers would show the town and region the power of kindness and charity in many ways. Ralph and Daniel Sipko were born in 1921 and 1930 respectively, the sons of Slovakian immigrants. Over the decades, they worked in mining and factory jobs. They also invested in various industries along the way. These investments would eventually pay off for the brothers, who by the 1990s were millionaires with a net gross of roughly $300 million. Despite this status, they lived frugal lives, sharing the same house and driving a 1980 Plymouth. By 1994, Daniel and Ralph made the decision to share their wealth with the coal region. Their first donation of $75,000 would go to Marian Catholic High School in hometown that year. More donations from the brothers would soon follow. A total of $6 million would go to churches in the Diocese of Allentown, Scranton, and Philadelphia. The Sipkos also paid to restore the Carbon County Courthouse clock, as well as Palmerton's community clock, and gave to the local American Cancer Society. In Lansford itself, the brothers' money would be used in buying the borough new Christmas decorations, adding gazebo to Kennedy Park, and opening the No. 9 Mine Museum. The Sipkos' generosity would also reach beyond America's shores, as they paid for 5,000 sweaters to be distributed to children in Bosnia, a gesture that earned them both a humanitarian award in 2003. By then, the brothers had gained a major following throughout the coal region. Daniel Sipko died in 2006, and Ralph Sipko would pass on 2 years later in 2008. Both brothers rest together today in Summit Hill's St. Michael's Cemetery, but their legacy of caring and generosity lives on today.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Watch Solo Spaceman on WYLN Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 7, and Sundays at 4:30.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brux night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to bruxnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's bruxnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Hello, I'm Wyln historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.